Hi, my name is Nina. I am Crystal Healer, Toltec Shaman, Mesa Carrier, and I am from Crystals and Healing. And this week we're going to do a video on metals. This is a special request video because so often we find our crystals wrapped in different kinds of metals. Keep in mind, only a few metals are actually very suitable for wrapping your stones. They have to have a certain level of malleability and hardness for them to stay wrapped. But otherwise, you can still work with metals in different ways, like in different rituals or crystal grids is another way to work with some of these metals. And other metals like Mercury and lead, you should not handle those directly. So you just kind of want to embody the spirit of these, bring the idea of it. You can actually look up the symbols of different metals and draw it out and then put it on your altar. And so now you have the sigil of the metal. So you're bringing in the spirit. So I'm not going to cover all the metals because there's a lot, especially if you look on the table of elements. There's so many. I mean, we have base metals, we have precious metals, transition, metalloids, and alloys for the most part. So I'm going to just cover some of the most popular ones. Each metal, just like a crystal, is affiliated with a planet or a luminary, and it also has an energy. For the most part, most metals are very yin. Some have yang qualities. But just to keep in mind that metal is very important. It amplifies the energy of the stones and the minerals that it's working with. And in a lot of cultures, especially the indigenous cultures, it's considered to be part of the blood of the earth. This is why they don't like it when mountains are mined for its precious resources, because you're just taking the blood out of the earth and you're killing the land, or you're pulling some of the energy out of the land, because a lot of metals are great for conducting energy. This is why we see them in our electronics. This is why we see them around our jewelry. This is why we wear them as part of our jewelry, and so on and so forth. So, first one I'm going to cover is gold. Gold is you could say it's almost like the king of all metals. It never tarnishes. It's an excellent conductor. It can just conduct all kinds of energy without crumbling underneath. It has the energy of the sun. It represents vitality, abundance, and wealth. And it's considered very royal. So if you are wanting to channel some of the energy of the stars, gold is a great metal to do that with. Next we have silver. Silver is the energy of the moon. It's all about intuition. It's great for protection. It's good for fertility, and it has the energy of water. Next we have copper. Copper is the energy of Venus. It's beautiful. It's very healing. It's about love. It's about circulation. A lot of times when you see people wear copper bands, it really does help with the circulation. Also a great conductor as well. Next we have iron. Iron is the energy of Mars. It has the energy of war and protection and, its strength. That's why they always say iron sharpens iron. Next we have zinc. Zinc is great. You don't really see it too much in jewelry. I don't even think you can make good jewelry with zinc. I don't think so. However, zinc is it's got if you're familiar with the tarot, it has that tower card energy to it, and it's all about immunity and insight. I'm not sure which planet it's affiliated with, but I think it might be Saturn. Don't quote me on that. Next we have Saturn and a little bit of Mercury, because it moves very quickly. Next we have lead, which is affiliated with Saturn. Lead is one of the minerals you should not handle directly. It is toxic. It represents death, and a lot of times it's used in divination, and it is good for transformation. Then we have Mercury, also very toxic. Mercury is ruled by Mercury. It's about transportation, travel, and communication, and movement, and also used in divination. I find that a lot of some of the toxic ones, like lead, Mercury, and I forgot the other one. Those are used in divination, and you don't need to like hold those directly. Next we have aluminum. No, let's do tin. Next we have tin. Tin is ruled by Jupiter. It's about wisdom and logic and prosperity, abundance, and it's scholarly energy. And it's funny because they always say that the crazy people wear the tinfoil hats. So I thought that was kind of interesting. Then we have brass. Brass is also the energy of the sun. It's a great substitute for gold. This is brass. I love it. It's also good for channeling the energy of the stars. And it's also good for money, health, wealth, and vitality. Then, of course, we have steel. Steel is also ruled by Mars. It's a great substitute for iron. Nickel. Nickel is a great substitute for silver. Nickel, I'm not the biggest fan of nickel. I mean, nickel has its purpose, but some of us, we are allergic to nickel, so just be mindful of how you work with nickel. But it's funny because nickel in magic is used for detox and protection. Then we have platinum. Platinum is similar to lead. It is ruled by Saturn, and it represents wisdom. And let's see, did I get all of them? I think I covered most of the metals, the most common ones. Like I said, there's so many metals. And so if you get a stone wrapped in silver, gold, copper, just know that it comes with these extra properties in conjunction with the stone's properties. So it's an amplifier. So if you like this video, please like, share, comment below. Please subscribe. And if you have any special requests, send them to me. And if you want to book a healing session or join my mentorship program, please go check out my website, crystalsunhealing.com, and you can find all of my social media links down below.